Do you know some people spend more than $50,000 daily on foods? Hard to believe it, right? Then you're gonna need to watch this video. Hello guys and welcome to Delicacy. Food appears to be nothing more than a substance that many people around the world must take in order to preserve body survival. But for others, food is more than that. It's also something to be appreciated, cherished, and adored. For the latter, there is frequently no limit to how far they will go to try a delicacy, which is how some of the world's most expensive delicacies came to be. Many individuals are willing to pay thousands of dollars for rare and exquisite meals prepared by some of the world's top chefs and cooks in some of the world's most exclusive locations. And we looked at how much people are willing to pay for certain delicacies in this video. Before we continue, kindly hit the notification button to be notified when next I post new videos. So without further ado, let's dive in. Number 15. Matsutake mushrooms. Matsutake, the most expensive mushroom in the world, may sell for up to $1,000 per pound. These Japanese mushrooms have a sweet yet peppery flavor that takes some getting used to. The pinewood nematode worm is destroying its native environment, which is one of the reasons they're so expensive. Matsutake mushrooms are harvested only once a year. The harvest is fewer than 1,000 tons every year. In order to allow their particular flavor to show through, these mushrooms are best served with minimum spice. Number 14. Vanilla. Surprisingly, the unassuming vanilla pod is one of the world's most expensive foods, but not just any vanilla. Madagascar vanilla is the best of the best, with a vanillin level of 1 to 2%. Vanilla is the most labor-intensive crop in the world, with prices as high as $600 per pound. Harvested only once a year when the vanilla flowers sprout, pollination must be done by hand. Storms in Madagascar have decreased the supply of vanilla beans on the market, sending prices even higher. Number 13. Iberico ham. You've heard of Parma from Italy, but did you know that Iberico ham is the world's most expensive ham? Spanish Iberian ham is a real delicacy made from the rear legs of black pigs. These black pigs are found in the wild and eat acorns, known as belota in Spanish. Jamón Ibérico de Belota is the entire name. This ham, also known as pata negra or black paw, gets its flavor from the oleic acid found in acorns. The maturation period of Iberian ham ranges from 24 to 36 months. An entire leg of Jamón Ibérico can cost up to $4,500. On the plus side, once the vacuum pack is opened, the ham will last for up to 1 month. Number 12. Oysters. Oysters were a cheap bar snack available to all 200 years ago. Overfishing, on the other hand, restricted the number of oysters accessible, and they became a premium meal. The Romans were the first to cultivate oysters nearly 2,000 years ago. Cassius Sergius Orata, a trader and inventor, put out artificial oyster beds in 97 BC. Oysters are a pricey dish that's usually eaten raw and served on a bed of ice. These days, Coffin Bay King oysters are among the world's most costliest oysters. They take 6 to 7 years to mature, weigh 1 kilo, and cost AUD 100. That's about 77 USD. Number 11. Saffron. Saffron is the most expensive spice in the world, costing up to $5,000 a pound at wholesale and up to $10,000 at retail. The reason for that is that 1 pound of saffron requires 75,000 saffron flowers. The saffron plant, often known as the saffron crocus, only blooms once a year, and saffron harvesting is a time-consuming and labor-intensive operation. The good news is that a small amount of saffron goes a long way. Saffron is a flavorful spice that can be used in risottos, paella, and a general marinade for fish. Saffron has several health advantages. This strong spice aids in the prevention of inflammation, as well as improving the mood and reduction of PMS symptoms. Number 10. Fugu fish. A plate of fugu or pufferfish in a Japanese restaurant can cost up to $470. This is because, if not properly prepared, this fish can be fatal. The fugu fish contains tetrodotoxin poison and may only be prepared by chefs who have completed at least 3 years of training. The fish, also known as tiger fugu, has a moderate flavor and a slightly chewy texture. Number 9. Goose barnacles. These unusual crustaceans, often known as stalked barnacles, reside on rocks and flotsam. Gooseneck barnacles can only be gathered by free diving or during low tide. As a result, they're some of the most costly seafood in the world. Goose barnacles are native to the eastern Atlantic and can be found in Australia, Cape Verde, France, Morocco, and Spain. Glacia, Spain has the most valuable geese barnacles. Goose barnacles can cost up to $125 per pound. Gooseneck barnacles have a salty flavor, so wash them down with some Vino Verde wine. Number 8. White truffles. Without truffles, no list of the world's most costly foods would be complete. Although black truffles are referred to as a black diamond, white truffles are even more valuable. These are a favorite delicacy in Italy's Piedmont and Tuscany regions as well as in Tuscany. Local utilize truffle pigs or dogs such as Lagotto Romagnolo, an expensive breed of dog, to search out the tuber magnatum or alba white truffles. The price of freshwater winter truffles ranges from $6,000 to $10,000 per pound. Because white truffles are so pricey, chefs utilize them sparingly. Fresh white truffles can be grated on omelette or used as a great salad dressing. White truffles butter is a terrific product to have on hand in the kitchen. Number 7. Wagyu beef. Wagyu beef is noted for its fat marbling and rich flavor, making it juicier and tenderer than regular steaks. The term Wagyu refers to a Japanese cow, and the best Wagyu meat originates from Japan. However, wonderful American Wagyu beef is now available, giving Japan a run for its money. Matsutake in my prefecture produces the most costly cut of Japanese Wagyu. These Wagyu steaks are sourced from young female cows. In 2002, a Matsutake cow sold for 50 million yen, or about $400,000 at the market. Number 6. Foie gras. If you enjoy pâté, this could be a worthwhile investment. Foie gras is prepared from fattened duck or goose liver, resulting in a rich and buttery delicacy. Unfortunately, the history of foie gras is not a happy one, as the ancient Egyptians used to force-feed the birds to fatten them up. Fortunately, restrictions have been put in place to prevent this from happening in the future, although foie gras may still be purchased in some nations throughout the world, with an estimated price per pound of $90 to $110. Number 5. Manuka honey. Do you have a sweet tooth? Then you've come to the right place. Manuka honey is indigenous to New Zealand and is derived from the Leptospermum scoparium blossom, also known as the Manuka bush. The delectable treat is thought to have a slew of therapeutic properties and is used to treat everything from sore throats to the common cold. It's also known as antiviral and anti-inflammatory and has antioxidant properties. If you like what you hear and you wish to buy some, the highest grade costs roughly $500 per kilogram. Number 4. Moose cheese. The milk of a moose is used to make moose cheese. It's as simple as that. However, the fact is that one of the most costly meals and cheese in the world is because it's only manufactured at the Moose House farm in Sweden. It's practically unavailable anywhere else in the globe. Moose cheese is available in 3 varieties: rind style, feta style, and blue cheese. It's created in small quantities and will set you back an arm and a leg to try some. It costs $500 per pound. Number 3. The black watermelon. This unusual Japanese fruit, known as the densuke melon, is one of the most expensive culinary items. These watermelons, from the Japanese island of Hokkaido, have a sweet and crisp flavor. Because these watermelons require room and months of care, less than 100,000 are typically accessible each year. Densuke watermelons can cost up to $6,000 at auction because of their scarcity. In Japan, they are a cherished present for significant events such as weddings. Number 2. Bluefin tuna. The bluefin tuna is one of the most expensive foods in the world. The steep price tag can exceed $5,000 per pound. In January 2020, a 600-pound bluefin tuna was sold for an eye-watering $1.8 million at Tokyo's Toyosu Fish Market. Bluefin tuna is a substantial fish with a subtle flavor. Southern bluefin tuna, on the other hand, is severely endangered. Atlantic bluefin tuna is endangered and Pacific bluefin tuna is vulnerable. This is because of widespread overfishing. The MSC-certified Usufuku Honten tuna fishery in Japan is the first sustainable option. Number 1. Caviar. Caviar is an acquired taste, and it is pricey since the sturgeon eggs must be picked by hand. However, almost all sturgeon eggs are obtained from fish farms. Captain C. Osetra and beluga caviar are 2 of the most expensive caviars. Iran's golden almaz caviar is prized for its high price and delicate velvety flavor. Strotarga bianco, on the other hand, is the most expensive caviar. This albino fish egg caviar from the Serbian albino sturgeon is sprinkled with 22-karat gold. A teaspoon of Strotarga bianco can cost up to $37,000. In general, the paler the hue of the caviar, the more valuable the caviar is. And that's all for today, folks. Thank you so much for spending time with us. And if you found this video interesting, make sure to hit the like button and the notification bell and subscribe to our channel to get access to more interesting videos from us. Until next time.